Happy hunting.
Hunt me.
I am the hunted one.
I'm hunting most things.
Let us hunt something.
You can hunt.
Long have you hunted me?
You're being hunted.
Good afternoon, welcome back to another set of hunts from the website steamhunt.com, which is powered by the Steam blockchain, a way for you to hunt your favourite products and get paid in crypto. Let's jump into the first one today, which is the Kinetic Spark Pro. This is one that I put up because I absolutely love what witAI are doing with their NDI protocol. It's a protocol that allows really low latency video streaming and audio, so kind of imagine it like HDMI in the fact that you can transmit video and audio. Similar kind of protocol, gets around for all the issues with licensing like MPEG-2 and MP4 and everything else that we had issues with in terms of streaming across the web in terms of codecs and licensing. And witAI have always been at the front of that charge, and now they've written that protocol, they're building it into bits of hardware. So for $1,000 you can pick up this Spark Pro, which enables you to basically connect in like a 4K connection or a 1080p straight into this box, and then that makes it available as an NDI protocol stream, which then means you can connect it and send it to somewhere remotely, put it to the cloud, even be literally down at kind of base track level, streaming that connection out to another mixer for it to be like rebroadcast somewhere else on the web. And that was kind of unheard of. You kind of had to stream in using different protocols, and I have to say, using NDI, trying that technology out, it's absolutely flawless. And I can just bring it in as an OBS source, and I've got audio and video at a very, very high frame rate, which I think is going to be one of the major components of live streaming and gaming going forward. A lot of people are going to be using that protocol. Next up is buses. Star 8 Green, the Star 8 Green Sun Bus, seats up to 30 people. Now, the reason why I included this one today is that I've been looking around at kind of eco buses and environmentally friendly transportation. I've been looking at the Leaf, I've been looking at the Nissan NV200, and just trying to find something that might be the next kind of nomad off-grid vehicle to use. And it makes sense to actually go down the electric transport route rather than petrol, or like diesel, petrol, gas. I mean, gas is quite cheap in Europe, I guess, but I think electric's where it's going to be, especially if you can put solar panels on the roof. So I've seen this recently from Star 8, carries 30 people, range of 120 kilometers from a single battery charge, available with full air conditioning and strong suspension to give the passenger a smooth ride. It's got a 110 kilowatt hour motor, maximum speed 69 kilometers an hour, so it's not fast. Range 120 kilometers, 384 volts, and the charge time is 6 to 8 hours. I mean, if you removed all of the seating in there, you could probably put a decent bed, you could put decent like heater, kitchen area. I'd be really interested to know if they are exporting these or selling them abroad, and how good that battery technology is. The suspension, the wheels don't actually look part of the vehicle on this one. That looks so ghetto, whoever's thrown that together. But I'm definitely interested in look at this thing here. No more gas guzzling, no emissions, no noise pollution. The Jeepney. Very cool. I'd be interested to know how well these are built, but you'd have to import it from Hong Kong. I presume it's running on the kind of Tesla battery system, the 18650s, or the newer version that Tesla have made. But electric transport is coming. Like the bigger vans, the bigger transports are making its way into society every day. It's just interesting to me how quiet these things, how life is going to be a lot more quiet in towns and cities where there's lots of bustle, like transports which are going to be quieter. You're not going to hear like all the exhaust fumes. Firefly Mimic is next, the Kinetic movie controller. This is just wild. The most advanced camera movement system is also the most intuitive. So you have a camera operator, and then I presume the DP, the director who's on the shot, can just do everything with that video screen and use that controller to actually physically move the camera while the operator is just holding it steady. The new movie controller method, there are no joysticks, knobs or wheels, just tilt, pan and roll, and movie will follow. So instant and organic that operators can execute complete complex moving shots with precise framing. Wild. Incredible what technology you can use now to get the shot. And I really like that GIF animation, actually. It's like a cinematograph, actually. Next up is Timelinely, add to any video timeline. Create interactive experiences. This is super nice. It looks a little bit like Twitch in some ways. Timely empowers people to go beyond just video. Highlight interesting parts of a video on a timeline with interactive comments, pictures, links, maps, or other videos. Like, that's very similar to an application, a web app that came out called witAI a long time ago. They had an amazing timeline program where you could actually put comments into the timeline, and it kind of died off, which is a shame, because I still think there's value of people watching some content and then additional stuff in there. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Easily add highlights. Share your video creations with friends on desktop and mobile devices. Share it. Your screens look good on any. Your stories look good on any screen. My only problem with services like this is that you can spend a bit of time playing with it, and then 2 years later, you know, they've been acquired, or they're just like they just die off because they didn't have enough traffic. So that's the problem you're always going to have with these startups. The Thames solar electric houseboat is next. This is incredible. Like, this is kind of the ultimate, really, isn't it? A boat, but also solar powered. So this uses 100% renewable energy throughout. Perfect for quiet life on the river and canals. Our wide beam houseboats are spacious, stylish, and efficient. And I have to say, like, if you look at this picture on the right hand side here, just above my head, this one here, I can't believe how much space there is on board that boat. Like, it's literally a floating home, and a very high spec floating home as well. The UK's first solar electric wide beam houseboat. I would love to know how much these are. They can't be cheap. You must be looking at least 100,000-200,000 pounds, I would have thought. But it is stunning. I also wonder about this wide berth on it. I presume there's a bunch of like canal tunnels that you won't be able to get through on this. So are you limited to a certain amount of the network because of that width? And is it important to have that width because of the solar panels? It looks like they've got the two panels stacked back to back like that. I think you need the width to be able to fit that amount of solar on there. I'd be interested to deep dive this to find out how much power is generated by those solar panels and how many batteries they actually need to drive this thing. Next up is the Wise Orchard. Enjoy a smarter garden. Wise Orchard adjusts your watering schedule automatically to keep your plants healthy and save water while allowing complete control from your smartphone. I mean, something like this is absolutely perfect, right? It's absolutely perfect for running a garden. I need to be notified. I need to have updates. I need to know when I need to do certain actions. So anything that automates that is good in my book. Last for today then, wit.ai. I don't know why this is not loading up. Used by 180,000 developers, witAI makes it easy for developers to build applications and devices that you can talk or text to. I remember what this is now. So this is kind of like a web app where you can write standard English expressions like do this function and then convert to English, right? You can actually write native machine learning with this AI, which is incredibly powerful. Their vision is to empower developers with an open and extensible natural language platform, learns human language from every interaction and leverages the community. What's learned is shared across developers. We're moving into an interesting area, let me tell you. Make yourself great again is the next one. BeGreat.me. Your life is just a combination of the choices you make. Stop making excuses and make yourself great again. This is kind of something that everybody, I think if you watch this video up to now, everybody should have a go at this and really work out how much distraction versus time investment you're doing per week. I'm definitely going to do this and write a blog post about it. Whoever hunted this, great hunt. Exosuit is up next. 3-year project. They started on October the 1st, 2014. Now they've realized it. It's this kind of suit that you attach to you, and obviously it gives you a bit more strength. Anything you're doing repetitive, I can imagine this working in a warehouse where you're moving boxes around, which I've actually done in my lifetime. Being able to sort of bend down and have that extra power assist, that's kind of a game changer, and it won't just be for warehouses. I'm sure this will be across the board. Technologies like this that can even assist people with injuries as well. Final one today is the Airform. Airform? Why can't I call it Airform? It looks like something out of Alien, to be honest. Look at it. All it needs is like a sound effect. No more flat tires. Yay. I always thought that was a bit of an issue with bikes. the fact that if you get a pin anywhere like in between those treads, then you have to like have a puncture repair kit, all this additional stuff that you don't need. But the issue with the gel foam one, which came out probably a decade ago, that you put gel or foam into your wheels, was the ride quality. But it looks like with this that they've found a way to get that kind of suspension that you get with air in a tyre, but in a foam. So maybe they've come up with a new way of filling the foam in. That's it for me today. I'm no longer putting a little section on the end. It makes no point. If you click in this corner, I think it is, yeah, this corner, there'll be a link to a little video about how you can just view the hunts on Steam Hunt. There's also a little tutorial about signing up, how to get started on the Steam blockchain, and how to submit your own. That's it for me today. I will catch up with you soon. Take care.
Prepare the path of a steam.
Smell steam.
Stum Nassi, wat is een stum Nassi? Stilmachine. Why shouldn't the guy let off